Hey Brian, a mutual friend forwarded your contact info to me. I work with him as an assistant brand manager. From what he told me, you started Brand Connection some time ago and have had some success with it. Would love to talk with you about starting an agency. I've been tossing the idea around, and your perspective would be extremely helpful. You know, I've gotten, this came this note, this was an email that I received. I took away the person's name because they obviously wouldn't want that in there. But I received this like 2 weeks ago, and since then, I've received 4 or 5 emails from people that I've worked with, some that I've not worked with, just asking the question about, hey, you know, I'm thinking about starting my own thing. You know, I've got a full-time job. I work either as a brand manager or as an agency executive in media or advertising or PR, and I really have, you know, I'm thinking about starting my own thing. What are some of the steps? You know, what are some of the recommendations? Can I just talk to you about that? And it's not surprising that, you know, this is coming up more frequently. Just the other day, I learned of 10 people from a big company that have been there for years that got let go. Didn't deserve it. They were great at what they did, but people are losing business left and right. And we're realizing that the only real security that we've got is ourself. So I'm not surprised that more and more of these questions are being asked. I, of course, responded, and we had a great conversation. But rather than just take from my experience, I reached out to a couple of other people who I knew that started working in an ad agency. So they've been in this communications business. Some of them worked as a brand manager. Some of them did both. But they all had one thing in common. They left, and they started their own thing. And I wanted to tape one of the podcasts that we had and share that with you, because success absolutely leaves clues. You know, when you listen to this podcast, you're going to find a guy who was working with an agency, really wanted to start his own thing. And he recognized that he could do it part-time. So that was the first thing, just recognizing that you can do it part-time. As soon as that happens, the antenna go up. You see things that you wouldn't see otherwise. You see opportunities you wouldn't see otherwise. He then focused himself on a few niche areas that he thought, you know, there were huge opportunities, and just worked his ass off from the time he got home at 7 o'clock at night until 2 o'clock in the morning, until he built up enough of a business so he could quit. So I think success leaves clues, and this is a great story. I hope you enjoy it.